What up, Dokkanners? Welcome back to Tsunami for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle Part 2 of the 6-year anniversary is just about to kick off, and we got some stuff on the horizon. We got the LR Roshi coming, we got the TURs for the free-to-play duos, Ultra Instinct free-to-play Goku is finally going to turn around and show his face, and most notably, we are getting the EZA for INT Ultra Instinct Goku. This unit came out of nowhere back when it released on JP. I think it was in February. It says right there, February. This was such a shock to the Dokkan world, but it was a welcomed addition because at the time we were still in the middle of the big mono 120 lead meta. All those units were getting upgrades and they were really good, but then suddenly getting a category lead of this caliber was just unprecedented. So let's talk about what this guy did before, and then we'll talk about what he does now. So Realm of Gods Ki plus 3 150%, or INT type Ki plus 3 50%. Raises attack, causes immense damage. So an attack stacker. Attack and defense plus 100%, awakens when HP is 50% or below. When you transform, you turn into this guy. Raises attack and causes immense damage to the enemy. Ki plus 3 attack plus 150, great chance to evade enemy's attack and disables enemy guard. You lose defense, and that's pretty much it. You get a little bit stronger on the offensive stacking. So this is cool and all because it kind of speaks to the character, but still, Goku should be able to hold his own when he gets hit, and that's the point. He doesn't have a defensive game here, and in situations where you can't dodge, well, you're up a creek, and you wouldn't want to run this guy when it comes to, before the same name update, I should say. The same name update is going to be here in a couple weeks, and then it's not going to matter as much, but, you know, the conventional thought was not to bring this guy, not to choose this guy over the STR LR, and for good reason. But now, with the EZA, there's actually a legitimate reason to choose this one over that one. So with the EZA, he becomes a Realm of Gods Ki plus 3 160% lead, also gets a massive boost in the sub-lead department, Ki plus 3 100%, raises attack and defense, causes immense damage. So this is the big change, but honestly this is all you need. So it's very underwhelming in terms of mechanical changes because there's not much. It's just a single dimensional shift. So now instead of just raising one metric, you're raising two, and that's all you need to make this unit complete, because now that offense and defense will be growing at the same time, making you more susceptible to actually use the unit. You get a heal factor, you can actually tank in certain situations, so this unit suddenly becomes so much more valuable. And then passive as well, attack and defense plus 150, and then awakens at 50% or less HP. When this guy gets his EZA, I mean it's the same unit, but when he has his EZA, this guy is insanely good. Raises attack and defense, causes immense damage, Ki plus 3, attack plus 200%, defense plus 150, or defense plus 100. So I'm gonna say right now, this whole change, it's fine. Like, some people might be upset that the 150 went down to 100. It's supposed to be character specific, right? Like, he focuses more on offense. Defense, he's more of a dodger than just a tank. So it's fine that they do this. Plus, I think it's worth the trade-off. You're basically taking the 50% away from the 150 on the defense and just giving it to the attack. So it's kind of cool. Great chance to evade enemy's attack, disables enemy guard, evades enemy's attack, including super attack for one turn after awakening. So a guaranteed dodge for one full turn after awakening. That's really good because you're probably awakening because you're almost dead. So having a guaranteed dodge for that turn is a great way to recover, recuperate, and serve some retribution. So this EZA is fantastic. Links, Kamehameha, prepare for battle, over in a flash, godly power, tournament of power. First awakened, that's a nice one. First awakened. Fierce battle. So try to work on these links a little bit. At this point, I guess it's too late to have them maxed out if you don't have them already. But try to get a couple links in here. It'll definitely help you out. This unit is really, really good. Has definitely the potential to stand the test of time. And you will be seeing a lot of content with this unit on the team across the board in the Dokkan community. Book it. So that's how the unit works, pre and post EZA. Now let's take a look at the event. Now, number one problem, the weakness, rapid growth. Folks, this category sucks. This category is absolutely terrible. So let's look at the progression. Gains reduction against tech, SSR, yada yada yada. Okay, so from stage 13 onwards, additional damage reduction of 80% against AGL or tech. That doesn't mean that you can't use AGL and tech, it just means that when they attack, they won't do nearly as much damage, but they'll still be viable options on the defensive end, so keep that in mind. You can still run these guys. And I say this because there are a couple units that you might want to consider still using, even though they're AGL and tech. So let's talk about rapid growth. This is the category. Your only lead for rapid growth is this stupid nerd right here, Kefla. If you don't have Kefla, well, you're out of luck. Kind of. But most of you should have Kefla at this point because a lot of you have been summoning for the 6th year, and Kefla is definitely one of those consolation prizes that you end up getting from those banners. So I'm sure most of you have a copy of Kefla. So you're good in the rapid growth department in terms of the category lead. But there are other ways to get around this. So I'm going to show you a couple team builds in my game. But real quick, just to point out a couple all-stars. Number 1, Tech Khalifa is going to carry you all the way through this if you need it. Because she will not get hit. So it doesn't matter what team you bring. If you need a stall tactic or somebody to just soak up the damage but not actually take the damage, you could bring Tech Khalifa. So if you have her, she is a savior for this. But I'm seeing a lot of hybrid Saiyans. I'm seeing a lot of Universe 6. And I'm seeing some fusions in here. So let's take a look at my game to see what are some of the teams that I am looking into. So number 1, let's go to rapid growth. Rapid growth, there we go, right there. Okay. So looking at what happened? Why isn't rapid growth showing? Oh, I did LR. Oops, there we go. All right, so this is the rapid growth category. As you can see, not too many units, 55 in total for me, but I do have a few physical units at the bottom. But the first team that I wanted to show you was the special pose and youth category. So as long as you make sure to integrate rapid growth in the cross-referencing, you find special pose, and you do a full match, and look at how many options you have here. You got Gotenks, you got a bunch of different Gotenkses, and then you can also do the same thing for youth. So you remove special pose, go to youth, and you'll get a couple more units to add to your team. So this is the team that I suggest. So basically, your main attack force is going to consist of the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks with his EZA. He's a monster. That guy with the physical Super Gotenks, these two combined, honestly, that's all you need. You're going to get the job done. You're going to have a great defensive tank with the Gotenks. If you somehow take so long that you transform to Super Saiyan 3, this unit will also do a nice chunk of damage. And you got some good alternatives here, too, for extra damage. Plus, this guy has an active skill for a finisher. So this is one team that I actually feel like I might try a couple rounds on. For this particular EZA, I'm probably going to be switching around quite a bit because the category sucks and I don't really want to be using the same team the entire way through. So yeah, look forward to some diversity. And I gotta say, man, free-to-play, we'll look at it in a second. Free-to-play is not looking good here, folks. So that's the first one. The second one is Saviors and Hybrid Saiyans. So like I was mentioning before, when I was looking at the event progression, Tech will do less damage on the enemy, but that doesn't mean that you can't still use the unit. Because Ultimate Gohan is in rapid growth, and because the stat growth on this unit is ridiculous, 1 attack, 2 attacks, he's set. He's not going to be taking much damage, so you might want to consider bringing this guy. He can be a good stall tactic. He might be able to do some damage eventually. His stacking might become so great that it overcompensates for the fact that you don't do much damage. So he could be a really, really good option. And once again, another common denominator, you're seeing the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and the Super Gotenks. They're in here, but I also brought Gohan, Gotenks, and was it Trunks? So let's do the cross-referencing thing again. So rapid growth, you got to keep that there. Remove youth, let's go to Hybrid Saiyans. Hybrid Saiyans is right here, cross-reference. As you can see, you got some Trunkses, some Gohans, some Gotenkses, all that good stuff. And then we'll do the same thing for Saviors. Saviors. Where's Saviors? Right there. Saviors. So there you have it. I feel like this is a more aggressive team. This is a more of a defensive team because you don't have as many offensive juggernauts. Here you got some really good muscle because you got the Gohans to help you out. And Gotenks if he transforms enough. Plus this Trunks is a free-to-play, but he actually has the potential to do a nice chunk of damage too. So this is another option. Saviors and Hybrid Saiyans. Always remember to use your category indexing properly. Full match means cross-referencing. Partial match means if you pick 2 categories, you're actually selecting all units that apply to both categories separately. So it's a collective. I don't think I just explained that well at all. So ignore what I just said. Let's move on to the next thing. Universe 6. So this is the one that obviously utilizes the Kefla as the leader because Kefla is the only lead for rapid growth in the game. Ugh, I don't want to use this. I'm probably not going to use this team at all. Even though it might have the most synergy and might do the most damage. I just hate this team right now. I don't know why. I don't like him. But yeah, Caulifla is your cheat code. Just like the God event, Caulifla will not be hit no matter what. So if you want to play the long game, Caulifla is going to be your best bet. Bringing her with the Kale is really good too, because Kale has the ability to do an additional super attack. If you give her even more additional, she could do another super attack. Plus the Goku is Universe Rival Saga and Pure Saiyan, so it's a really good combination for Kale and Caulifla to really get going. Plus KFC can do the same thing. So your stacking is going to be really nice for some of these units, but it just might take a little while. But you know what? You never know. So you might as well try it out and see. Now that I think about it, I might still try it. I might shuffle things around with these categories and try all these different teams out. This is the first time I'm not using a Gotenks or a Super Gotenks in here, so the main attack force will likely be Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, who is a mini nuke. So this actually could be fun. I take it back. I will try that out. But now, probably the most obvious of the teams that you'd want to run for rapid growth, just simply press rapid growth and then try to look for the type advantage. So if we go here, rapid growth, scroll down to the bottom, we got some physical units down here. For me, I have a little bit extra, but this is the team that I will most likely be using all the way through, or for the most part. Obviously, the Gotenks is the key. With that EZA, he becomes a super physical key +3, 130% across the board. So he is going to be a really, really good leader. Plus, his 11 key super and his 12 key are both really, really good. Massively raises attack, greatly raises attack, and I also have him at max lengths. So he's going to be probably doing the most damage. I could have brought Hito at the end, but if I did, he would only get half of the leader skill, the second half. Key +3, 90%. I don't want that. I want to get the full leader skill. And this is probably where most of you may not be the same as me with, and that is the Super Saiyan Kefla. So I have been getting a boatload of Keflas, Super Saiyan and otherwise, for a very long time. This Kefla is a true rainbow. And when I say true rainbow, I mean I've literally pulled 14 copies of this Super Saiyan Kefla. Enough to get her to rainbow status. So this is my team. The Gotenks is. I got Transforming Vegeta in here for a bit of a stall. Actually, you know, if we get to the point where he has to go blue, we'll just kill in one hit. We got this Ultimate Gohan, really, really good unit. He's an old EZA, but he's still effective. And then we got the 2 Universe 6 fusions. So this works out for me. I'm all set, but here's the problem. As somebody who likes to do these EZAs free to play, I gotta tell you guys, I might have to throw in the towel on this one. Because this is the best that I can come up with on paper for a free-to-play rapid growth team. This is horrible, folks. Let me show you, okay? Rapid growth, URLR. Let's go to my free-to-play tag. This is all I've got. That's it. Who am I supposed to run? I don't even have a good leader. Even though Universe 6 is probably the team that I want to run, I can't bring a leader that fits Universe 6. Which means I had to go looking for either the SBR Goku or the Gohan. And I can't do that because they're not rapid growth. So it's either choosing between this Gohan or the Goku. I ultimately chose the Goku because he has a medium chance to dodge. Basically, what I got to do is have him dodge and just stay out of the way. That's all I can do because the friend unit is going to end up being the STR Kefla. So she will boost everybody else here. And so will this Goku, but the Goku doesn't gain the leader skill from Kefla. So he's going to be a humongous weakness on this team. And I don't know if I have the patience or the discipline to sit here and go through this, especially during the 6th anniversary when there's so much else going on. So free-to-play is not looking so hot. If you guys do those free-to-play challenges with me, good luck. I'm probably just going to use these because I don't feel like punching my screen. So that's pretty much it for this little preview to the EZA 4 Ultra Instinct Goku. Again, it's going to be dropping tonight with the part 2 of the 6-year anniversary. It's going to be awesome. A whole bunch of stuff to do. I will be live streaming the action, so make sure to subscribe and don't miss any of those streams. That's going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below and let me know in the comments, what time do you think I recorded this video? If you guess right, it might explain why I said a few things in this video that made absolutely no sense. Let me know your guess in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again, stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.